Aha, that should be better. I'm going to get Emma to come and press some buttons. Try and get rid of this random box that seems to have appeared around my face. Don't know why it does it. You what? Emma can't hear you. Oh, can you press a button then for me? On the back of the camera. Can you just press the set button on the back of the camera, please? Oh, that's a different box. Press it again. No, it's still still boxes. I can't make the boxes go away. I just don't know how. I give up. Really do. I put my mic on and I pressed the button. Can't you hear me now? Ah, don't you love a bit of a live? Yeah. Oh, yes, you can hear me now. Excellent. Right, let me just jump on our live as well so then I can see any comments. Now, yesterday we had to put a post up because we were supposed to go through all of these fantastic threads, but there was all sorts of shenanigans going on, so we were a little bit kind of on standby. We didn't know what was going to happen. We did eventually kind of decamp around 2 o'clock, but everything's fine. Nothing happened. Well, other things did happen, but nothing came down as far as we are. We're a fairly kind of nice end of town, but rather be safe than sorry. So let me just grab our. Oh look, it says I'm live. There's me. Right, splendid. Oh, Sophie, hello. Oh, it's not a Tuesday catch up. I don't know how to change that. I'll fix it later. Right. So this is kind of following on from our Tuesday catch up, which is now Thursday. Everything is fine. There's nothing to worry about. We are all good. No major dramas. But what I will do is go through the colours that I promised that I would go through on Tuesday, but we were having some technical difficulties with the camera and the colours weren't coming out particularly well. Now they're coming out loads better. So this one looks like this when you get it. So sometimes when you see the colours, they look very different to when you stitch them out. When you stitch them out, especially if you're doing something like the bit that's over this side where you're kind of stitching all the way down, you can kind of see the block colours a bit more. But if you're doing something like we've got up the top here, where you're just doing kind of continuous stitching, then that looks slightly different. And that, I mean, the variegated ones are beautiful for doing something like a cantha stitch or anything that's kind of big long chain lettering like this down here, because you can just stitch and stitch and stitch, and that color change happens automatically for you and you get kind of beautiful results. So all of that's, I'm going to show you all of these in just a second, but first of all I'm going to talk about the thread. So the thread is a size 6. With this type of thread, the lower the number, the thicker the thread. This is a 6. 12 would be about half thickness. So this is equivalent to using, I would say, 4 to 5 strands of your regular stranded embroidery cotton. This is 100% cotton, but it is a perlé thread. Perlé just means it's kind of twisted together, so you're dealing with one strip, which means sometimes people find it a bit easier because you're not getting the kind of almost like the fraying. Because if you start with too big a piece and it's a cotton thread, a stranded cotton thread, then as you pull it through, it kind of wears away at those threads and they start gradually snapping. This won't happen. It's a fantastic quality. It's made in Portugal, and that's where we get all of these guys from. Oh, Sharon, hello. Bring them on video. What? I don't. Oh, I can click and make you join in. Oh, didn't know that was a thing. Right. We'll do that a different time. But yes, hello Sharon, hello May, and hello Sophie, and hello Miki. So we will get through everybody eventually. So there's a huge amount on here as well. You are getting 50 meters on each of these. So 50 meters equates to about 8 meters on a regular skein. So what's that? You're getting there's 8 meters on a normal skein. So you are getting 6, equivalent to 6. That's more than 6 skeins on there. There must be more than 50 meters on that. There's a lot. Basically, there's a huge amount. And I'm going to go through all the different colours. Now, I've got them all kind of here as the balls in themselves, but I think the easiest way to see them is on the boards, because the boards, you can see all of the colours and you can see them as this. I just made a start on a rail fence quilt. Oh, fantastic. And yes, no, we didn't have any trouble. Everything was fine. So this one is Daisy. Now, these have all been done by one of our lovely design team, Patty, and she's taken every single one and stitched out more or less the same design in each, which is brilliant, because then you can see what the difference in the colours is. So this one is Begonia. That apparently is one of the most popular colours in Portugal. Sorry, I'm just looking to the side because I'm trying to keep an eye on my phone as well, so I can say hi to people as they come in. Do you know what? I'm going to move it across a bit so it's a bit easier to see. Yeah, one of the most popular ones in Portugal. And if you're doing something fairly understated, a really nice option, that one. Then we're starting in on some of the super bright ones. So we've got Frangipani. If you're doing florals and you're doing kind of nice bright flowers, that's a really nice one. One of the ones we found most popular, Sea Holly, that goes from your whites through to grey. Then we've got another super bright one in Tulip. So that one's got all your super, super bright colours in there. Oh, hello, Karen. We've got, I see, now I know how to do it with the thing. With the thing and everything. So this one, really, really bright, really, really colourful. And you can see it works quite differently when you stitch it out, because it's got those kind of bigger jumps between colour. Next one is Blue Bonnet. That's really soft blues and greens, great for seascapes, great for landscapes, great for kind of skies as well. And then we've got Fuchsia. So that one, really nice bright colours. It works really well with, oh, we made some strip rolls. Oh, it's the same name, of course it is. I was going to say, we made some strip rolls to match in with these. And the strip roll is called Fuchsia. Obvious, makes perfect sense. Then we have Cornflower. This is one of my favourite ones. I think the colours in this are beautiful. So you've got your really kind of bright turquoisey colours into your kind of that cornflowery, that really kind of soft blue, almost into like an Air Force, quite a dark blue in there as well. Then Pansy. Pansy is all of your kind of soft pastel colours. So it's got your pinks, purples, blues, mints, lemon, all in there. Really, really nice soft colours. It does have, oh, that one's Pansy as well. See, now because these are all individually dyed, that one looks a little bit brighter. And sometimes there is a little bit of variation in colour. So whatever you're doing, order, say, you know, you're going to do quite a large piece, then order a couple of balls, because then you're guaranteed to get exactly the same colour match. So you've got everything that will fit nicely, because there is another lighter one, which is this one, which is Snowdrop. So that's kind of the same colour palette, but lighter again. But that one is Pansy, and that's the colour, that's the current kind of colourway that it's coming in there. And then we've got Foxglove. Again, we did a roll to match this, and it was absolutely beautiful. So this one's got your pinks, your really soft blues, and it's almost like an apricot-y colour. It's kind of a kind of not quite an orange, but much softer than an orange. It's kind of got that kind of apricot-y tone to it. Really, really pretty one. This one's been a really popular one for us. Then we've got Camellia. That one is this one here. It's sometimes nice to see them as the kind of ball themselves as well as just the panel, but I think this show is the best way to just get an idea of the colours that you're going to get when you're stitching these out. And then we've got Periwinkle. Again, nice soft tones in this one. I got that one. I kind of stacked them all. Oh, I did. It's here. There we go. I stacked them all up around me and then thought, oh, well, actually, I probably need to hold them. So that's that one. Beautiful tones in this. All very soft, those kind of ice blues. So for Christmassy projects, this one's beautiful. So seascapes, snowscapes, those kind of wintry skies. That's a really nice one. Pop that back. Next one we've got is Cosmos. Now there's a few that do this where they go from your kind of one base colour, so it's used kind of oranges as a theme, and it takes it through from quite a bright colour through to white and then back again. And that's illustrated really well where Patty's done the text at the bottom here, because you can see it starts at dark and it finishes at dark, so you can see it go all the way through. Next one we've got is Dahlia or Dahlia, depending on how you want to say it. That's this one here. Really bright summery tones. Again, brilliant if you're stitching flowers, if you're doing French knots, if you're doing lazy daisies, where you can just allow it to kind of do its thing and change colour as it goes. This is another one where we're looking at kind of one feature colour and it's kind of going all the way through. Hi Marie and Jackie and Claire as well. I keep forgetting to check my list. This one's rose, so it goes right from the kind of dark burgundy claret reds all the way through to pinks and whites. Then we've got chrysanthemum. That is this one here. Quite autumnal, this one. I think this one's really, really nice for if you are doing kind of, you know, leaves falling off trees and things like that, because you could just keep, you could do a detached chain stitch and just keep stitching and stitching and stitching with this one, and it would look like a perfect kind of autumn tree. Just going to quickly adjust that because I apologize for the box. I don't know where it's come from. I've tried to get rid of it and then I gave up because I thought I need to go on and let everybody know everything's fine. This one is Aster. So quite unusual colour combination with this one. You've got your purple, you've got, it's not quite a yellow, it's not quite an orange, it's somewhere in between, it's like an egg yolk kind of colour. And then you've got the purple in there as well. So you've got really, really kind of, oh, and the claret as well. Really, really nice one. The next one is one of my favourites. The next one is Bearded Iris. And I think this one, just the colours in this one, again, very autumnal, would work really, really well if you were doing a kind of tree and, you know, just all the leaves falling off in autumn. That one would work really, really well as well. Marigold. This one's perfect for Halloween as well. We've got a couple that are quite Halloweeny ones. But if you're doing pumpkins, not sure what I would use them with, but they're all beautiful. Thank you very much. They are beautiful. Well, there's a number of things you can do with these. I will go and show you after I've gone through all the colours. I'll show you some of the things that you can do with them. So that one is Marigold. Then we've got Sunflower. I mean, that is absolutely begging to be sunflowers. It's all those perfect kind of tints and shades in there. And maybe, I'm just going to see if I can hold up several things at once. Maybe that one for the middles. Maybe the Bearded Iris for the middles. That would work beautifully. Another one coming up next that is quite Halloweeny, I think, is the Tiger Lily one. That is this one here. So that one's got black, orange, yellows, and all those kind of burnt umbers and browns in there as well. Very, very nice colourway in that one. And then the next batch, let's just have a little tidy up. I've already dropped them all over the floor twice. Delphinium. This is one, again, one of my favourites, this one. There it is. Ugh. That one is those kind of denim blues, from the really deep indigos to the kind of stone washed through to the white as well. One of my favourite ones, that one, Delphinium. Then we've got Bluebell. That's this one here. That's what, back to one of those ones where it's just kind of one colour palette and it goes right the way through all of the blues in there. And then Lupin, which is this one here. That one is your greens, your kind of quite soft, almost into kind of minty greens, into aquas as well, and then with those blue tints. Again, Seascapes, it's absolutely brilliant one for that. And then Spider Plant, it's one of those kind of, you know, just a single colour into white jobs. Very, very cute. This one, now, I don't know how many of these we still have in stock because we are due to put an order in with these guys. This one Sophie Willis, love the Halloween ones. Yeah, there's a couple more Halloween ones coming as well, and they are like proper Halloween ones. So this one is one of the most popular colours we do. Initially, it just you think, oh, when you see the ball, which I don't know if I've even got one here actually. That's probably the ones that rolled under the shelves. That's all right. This one I think is one of the most useful ones, especially if you are doing foliage, if you're doing flowers and you're wanting to add leaves and things like that, because it goes all through all of the colours that you'd find when you initially see the ball. You think, oh, that looks like a bit of a kind of a dirty green, but when you stitch it out, I'll see if I can get it a bit closer for you. When you stitch it out, it's such perfect foliage. It's absolutely brilliant. So definitely want to get hold of zinnia. So if you're doing spring foliage, this one is a lot lighter in colour. It's got the same kind of variations in going through. Hello Shirley and hello Suzanne who've just joined us. This one much lighter, so if you're doing spring foliage, if you're looking to add the kind of buds and things, that's a really good option for that. Now we've got one of the proper Halloween ones. Look at that one. Black Velvet Petunia is that one, and it's got Halloween written all over this one. It's got those really kind of zingy greens and the black in there as well. We've got Forget Me Not, which is this one here. That is, it's kind of like a turquoisey colour. You're going through into white. There's elements of purple in there. There's elements of pink in there. So it's quite a nice bright kind of zingy one, that one. Then we've got Snowdrop, which is that kind of lighter version of the pansy. Let me grab pansy again so you can see the difference in the colour tones there. So that one you can see is a lot brighter, and then the Snowdrop one just that little bit more muted. But I think it depends on what you're trying to stitch out. If you're trying to stitch out something, you know, maybe you're doing something for a baby and you want it to be softer colours, you want them to be more muted, then this is a lovely option. Then we've got Hydrangea. Did I look that one? Nope, that one must be somewhere under the shelves. That's fine. Another one of our most popular ones, this one, because I think it's got, especially if you're stitching little flowers and things, you could just do French knots until you run out of pink and you start running into one of the green tones, then stitch leaves. Really nice option, that one. Got two more that are in that same kind of white to a colour vein, and these two work really well together. You've got Azalea, which is the pinker one, and then Thistle, which has got more of the kind of purpley tones in there as well. They work really nicely together and are quite a nice kind of combination. But if you've got a preference for one colour or the other, that is fine too. And then I've got I've got one more really. Oh, it's here. I found it. We're all right. I found it. There. Keep that for a minute. So this one is Heather. Very similar to the Thistle one, but just a bit more body and a bit more bite to this and a little bit less white. So you're going from your darker purples to your lighter purples all the way through, but really nice kind of colour options. I wish I could get rid of this blooming box. It's driving me mad. Does anybody know how to get rid of the box? Oh, hi Isabel, and hello Myra. This is the last one. This is Viola. So this, again, so Halloweeny, this one. If I just pick up the Black Velvet Petunia and maybe, I just put my hands like, there you go. Maybe either the Marigold, again, brilliant Halloweeny colours, or the Frangipani one would be super for kind of Halloweeny projects as well. They are absolutely beautiful threads. They're so nice to stitch with as well. Brilliant. I'm going to show you a few examples of things you can do. So if cross stitch is your thing, then they are beautiful for that. This one's done more as a kind of tapestry effect with those kind of long stitches. I'm going to see if I can get that. I think it is going to want to grab me because I think it's somehow it's set to do faces, but it thinks I'm over there somewhere. Focus! If I put it in front of my face, does it work? I don't know. But yeah, really, really pretty for, I mean, that could be a beautiful bookmark, it could be a headband, could even be a belt if it was a bit longer. That has to be a lot longer than that. Then there's another little piece of tapestry on this one. See that? This one uses chrysanthemum, and I would say bearded iris, and possibly a little, tiger lily as well. There you go. Just put list on for me. That makes more sense, doesn't it? But yeah, really, really pretty. This one is a little headband, and it's little crocheted flowers. If I hold that up, can you just see? Let me just see if I can. There you go. And these are done in all sorts of different colours. So this one is pansy, and then that next one there, that is the foxglove option. Then we've got tulip as well. And then that's another pansy one. So you can crochet with these. You do need, I think it's a 2mm needle. You do need quite a small one, and I think it would take some patience. But the results are really, really cute from it. And then I've got one more. I've got a bag down here somewhere as well. Got a bag. There you go. So that's just using some different techniques. Let's have a look what we got. Flowers and open work with camellia, foxglove, sea holly, and the leaves in dianthus. So if I just kind of show you that little bit there. So that flower, that's been done in foxglove, and then see how well that kind of dianthus works on the leaves there. And then what we've got in the background, that is, looks like blue bonnet. Background blue bonnet. Yes, it is. I'm getting to kind of recognize them all now. But you can see they stitch out beautifully. So you've got options. You can use it with kind of an Ada type thing to do straight up cross stitch if you want to. Or if you're looking to do kind of more tapestry longer strips, then they work really well for that because they are a perlé thread and they're already twisted. Now we do have Stittionaries as well, and Heather did this bag from one of the Stittionaries. Instead of keeping it folded up as a little book, she's cut them out and just kind of shown. This was from the, I think, chain stitch one. So she's used different techniques on each of the panels and then attached all of the panels onto there. Hello Marcy and hello Catherine who've just joined in. So yeah, lots of different options, but beautiful, beautiful threads, and you are getting tons on here. Now, it's not 50 meters, it's 50 grams that's on here. Now it all comes back. Yes, there's 50 grams on here. Now, we did take one of them. We took a 25 gram one, and we unraveled it to see how much you would get, because you know, people it's a question that people ask me, and there was equivalent to 160 meters on here, so that's about 20 skeins of your regular cotton. So I mean, amazing value for money because they are 100% cotton threads and they are super easy to stitch with. Oh, hello, Catherine and Susan as well. Everybody keeps just joining in pairs today. It's quite nice. But yes, I shall go. I shall not go back through them all, but I will go back through our little update at the beginning. We did have a little bit of what would we call it? I'm going to call it shenanigans. Yeah, yesterday, where we there was lots flying around on social media. And we've been contacted by some other business owners in the area to say that there was possibly trouble ahead. We took the option to just finish a couple of hours early yesterday, which is why I didn't get on to be able to do the Facebook Live yesterday, but all sorted, no dramas, everything's good. Long may that continue. And yes, everybody and everything is fine. So all good. I did take you for a little tour of our bit that we finished off downstairs yesterday, which, well, not yesterday, on Tuesday. Showed you some beautiful pictures of how we were getting on down there. Oh, thank you, Emma. She says, oh, yeah, you see, I'm just doing the nice bit. I forgot to do the admin, and the admin is use the code thread20 on our website until Monday to get 20% off any of these beautiful threads. And I mean, they are a bargain as they are, considering there's 50 grams, which is about 160 meters on each of these. That then divided by the actual cost of them, it makes it, I think it's less than 50 pence a skein. And if you can find skeins of 100% cotton for 50 pence anywhere, then tell me. I'd love to find that. Especially in these beautiful, finding variegated ones. There are plains as well. I think we've got about 12 colours in the plains as well. They're all available within the deal as well, so you can head online and find that. I am going to head off now because I have about 1,000 little bows to tie. We're doing a cutting job for somebody and they wanted some fat quarter packs. And when I agreed to do it, you what? Hang on, Emma's shouting for me. You what? You have to walk. I can't come to you. I'm busy. Don't know what she wants. She'll either turn up at the window in a minute or she'll just... Fine. Right, what was I saying? She distracted me, and it's so easily done. Thanks, Catherine. She's got a few of the variegated thread, and yes, they are beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. Oh, here she comes. Oh, I've got, yes. Apparently I've got to go because I've got to go and get the chips in. Thanks very much. But yes, COVID, we've had quite a tumultuous week. So the COVID that I picked up at Festival of Quilts, that's now gone. Hi, Tessa. The potential disturbances, they're now gone. Yeah. So hopefully a quieter end to the week. Just 1,000 fat quarter bundles to tie little ribbons on. So that'll be me for the rest of the day. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and whatever you're doing, have a lovely time. And